Well, you see, it's kind of like I was back on the East Coast a few years back. I was trying to make me a buck. Well, the damn times didn't get hard. I got down on my luck. I got tired of just roaming and bumming around. So I started thumbing my way back to my old hometown, and I made it quite a few miles in the first couple of days. And, well, Christ, I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. You know, that third night I got myself stranded. And I was stranded at a cold, lonely crossroads with the rain pouring down. My goodness, I was hungry, tired, freezing. In fact, I done caught a chill, but about that time, the lights of an old semi atop the hill. Boy, you should have seen me smile when I heard them air brakes come on. And Christ, I climbed up into that cab where I knew it'd be warm. And at the wheel sat a big man. I said, Christ, he must have weighed 210. He stuck out a big hand and he said with a grin, Big Joe's name. And his hair is called Phantom 309. I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He said, why, son, this here rig will put them all to shame. Because there ain't a driver on this or any other line, for that matter, that's seen nothing but the tail lights of Big Joe and Phantom 309. So we rode and we talked a better part of the night, and I told my stories. Joe told his, and the radio groaned out the hit parade as we rolled along. Until the lights of a truck stop kind of mysteriously rolled into sight. And I was like, well, Joe turned to me and said, I'm sorry, son, but well, this is just as far as you go. Because you see, I kind of got to be making a turn just up the road a piece, and I'll be damned if he didn't toss me a dime. Toss me a dime as they threw her in low and said, go on in there and get yourself a hot cup of coffee on Big Joe. I mean to tell you, when Joe and his rig pulled off into the night, and nothing flat that was clean out of sight, and I walked into the old stop and I ordered me up a cup of mud saying Big Joe's setting this dude up. But it got so deathly quiet in that place you could have heard a pin drop. And the waiter's face turned kind of pale. I said, what's the matter? Did I see something wrong? I kind of said with a halfway grin. He said, no, son. You see, it'll happen every now and then. Because every driver in there knows Big Joe, son. But let me tell you what happened just 10 years ago. Out there at that cold, lonely crossroads where you flagged Joe down. An old busload of kids coming from school. And they were right in the middle when Joe topped the hill and could have been slaughtered. Except Joe turned his wheels and his jackknife. Well, he went into a skid and he gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And out there at that cold, lonely crossroads, well, folks around these parts say it was the end of the line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But you know, that every now and then, when there's a full biscuit of a cue ball moon, that old Joe will stop and give you a ride. So here, son, he said to me, you go on in there, get yourself another cup of coffee. It's on the house. He said, but I want you to hang on to that dime, Mom. I want you to hang on to that dime and keep it as kind of a souvenir. Kind of a souvenir of Big Joe and Phantom 309. That's it.